overtime performance between these two teams last time around, but considering how MIBR performed so far today, I kind of have to back them going into this second best of one DIK.
Yeah, I do as well. It should be comfortable. I think there'll be more of a threat. This should definitely be a more competitive game than what Ancient was, but for MIBR, they showed their depth in the first best of one, and I think they're going to show their depth in the second.
Well, let's see if they can do just that, or whether ODDIK can throw up some decent fights of their own. Pistols are going live for our second best of one between ODDIK and MIBR. USPs and Glocks are pulled out as appropriate. No major upgrades for either team.
Intriguing to see that naitte was getting boosted out there at yellow, probably anticipating a rush. You don't often see that boost out from yellow in a pistol. Woody can just jiggle out here from the bottom of the ramp sandbags, and as soon as he gets contact, that's when he can fall away.
Seen at least one, possibly two or three players out there would have heard all the footsteps of MIBR making their way up quickly. Double nades in to the sandbags. Now the smokes get tossed out to try and block off the back lines of the sites. Flashes for the likes of naitte will be at the ready as well for the T side. They're going to go in a little bit drier here. naitte can tap away with Ponta, and Matios going right behind those smokes. Get headshots appropriate. Ponta on the boost gates get a triple in the end as Exit goes down and drop left outside of the bomb site. Caught by Ponta in the end. A quadra from him. Most of those kills from being behind the smoke. And a pistol gain for ODDIK.
I don't often see that boost up utilized, that sort of position just outside of the sniper's nest, and going up there gives you a little bit of a height advantage over those smokes to see the players coming up from crane and up from mini ramp. So first contact that really came through there from Ponta, he struck with 2 kills immediately and then obviously finished the round with 4. So very good start, and even a Nova upgrade coming through from Turtle, probably looking to really farm up the cash.
Unfortunately, no one's going to face him. No one from MIBR is brought into this round either. Harsher eco status, so should be seeing the guns out for the next. Get those rifles as soon as you can. naitte is good for a kill, not more than that, however. Brenzin trades it back. The M4 struggles a little bit against these pistol players. And Pontus will have to try and frag back. Misses the lock on Insanity. Brenzin's turned into an advantage for MIBR. This could get a very little bit dicey. Smokes down. Matios going to wait.
He's got a H here that he could put out to default. And knowing that Turtle's only got a Nova, this could very, very much be out of an awkward situation. Bomb does actually go down. Doesn't get denied by that H in spam.
Eventually, Brenzin does go falling, and now Turtle can close in the pincers with his Nova. The M4's not watching for it. Shots on, didn't see the second man. Back over towards the sandbags. Exit with a kill. Knows that Matios is somewhere on the bomb site, but exactly where is a mystery until he reveals himself and loses his life. Second on the board of ODDIK, but still a fantastic eco for MIBR.
Yeah, that was way too close. That is legitimately 5 Glocks getting away with 4 kills at a bomb plant. That is a disastrous outcome because MIBR, they know coming into this rifle round, not only is there going to be limitations with where the economy sits, but we win this and we just forced an instant double eco reset. We get ourselves 3-2 up on the board and we can just start steamrolling on T side. So that eco is going to have mass ramifications.
I mean, all of the rounds that they won on that first map were either 4-round or 5-round streaks. So we can see how quickly the momentum can swing for MIBR. You can see how the buy's affected on the ODDIK part. The SMG for Turtle, his UMP. The M4's around the Exit, and Brenzin going to combine to get naitte first and foremost. Man down immediately in alley.
Just give themselves the lurk smoke and press in heavy at bottom ramp and wait for a position to get held at. The tops are out there at 51 or gap. ODDIK start bringing a bit of a gamble stack out to A. Now they probably should start at least regaining some of this ramp and fighting down for a refrag.
Slow approach for that refight. ODDIK. Got Woody sat behind the smoke. Drop going to work a smoke of his own over on the B site access. No one's there on the site for defensive directly. Got one player paying double duty over at Guardian. But UMP at this range, the AK should be able to beat it out pretty nice and effectively. Still, Turtle comes up with a kill, not quite more than that. Exit and Brenzin get 2 to return. Plant will be secured. Retake is off the table.
Just uncomfortable there because while the B site hits coming through, Exit is still maintaining bottom ramp to cut the rotations. Ponta could get caught at a timing as well. Does catch off Insanity. And knowing that Brenton's down low at 19 points of health. It's still not enough for them to commit into the round, and Exit is still maintaining bottom ramp. So this duel up against Matios could still come in.
See if there's any further hunts.
Nah, it doesn't look like it. I mean, look, at least they've got 2 M4s. At least they've got that behind them. Matius can drop MP9. Ponta can drop M4. But yeah, this is very awkward. It's not going to be the best of buy states.
See what they can drop about them. See what they can force into. SMG for Woody. XM for Turtle. I mean, don't think we should be too surprised considering his Nova shenanigans in the previous round.
He's the big player as well, so you know if you play Danger or you play White or even at the double stack, you can hold closer range angles to allow the shotguns to do in work.
You need to stick to that plan. It's very ramp heavy from MIBR though. It has been throughout the course of this entire matchup. Nate finding Exit, playing the edge of that smoke. Flash forward, 2 for 1 trade. When they make it 3, no, not ready for Ponta to also be there at ramp. Thought there was a much more two-sided convergence. Not to be from ODDIK.
Turtle's already making the info play, aggressing forward with the XM at the bottom of the B. Stairs safe, gets dinged, but still gets overwhelmed. This backstab at this kind of range and ramp could actually be quite difficult, so Matius is by himself, really.
Might have to see Insani come in with the push out for the mid play and the backstab against Matius. And Turtle can breathe on safe and get the kill for him, and at least the action will start to come in from Insani. 60 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Safe is actually in a position where if the timing isn't right, he actually could lose the bomb. Insani is taking all of B, and that might bring the bomb back in through Zigzag and towards B. This is a pretty good chance now for Turtle.
They're continuing to Molotov off position. All Safe in the corner. He's ready for a backstab. Is the XM ready for him? Absolutely not. Headshot gained clean, and they've cleaned it up for Insani. Matios starting to press the issue over at the top. Has he seen Drop? No, he hasn't. Drop hasn't seen him. Now he has. Comes up with his kill. And MIBR take all away from play.
Well, if I was to describe a round off of the term of patience, Jay, that's probably the one that I would put. They slow that down immensely, and it shows that they are waiting for that mistake. They're waiting for the overextension. They're waiting for the solo push. They're waiting for just that one maneuver. And for MIBR, they've kind of got Insani that's clearing out a lot of room. He's working mid, he's over Guardian, he's in CT, he's backstabbing off a Turtle. He wasn't pre-aiming that close right-hand corner, because why would you? XM coming up the ramp, thinking that MIBR are just going to prioritize taking the bomb site. 2-2, and it really dictates that those anti-ecos, you have to win strongly. You've got to win with maybe dropping either 0 players or 1 player at absolute most, especially when you're going up against Glocks, because that Glock round has now transpired into what should be 3 in a row.
And no real getting away from that for ODDIK. Best they can do is gamble stack and hope that the T's run into them. They've chosen mid to push up the majority of their forces, but instead of a walkout towards the B bomb site, standard default utility over at ramp, and Drop's going to realize that there is no one out here.
Yeah, searching for more, which kind of takes more space away from ODDIK.
There's the risk of running into that stack, but it has been dismantled. Pairing up rather than truly stacking up. Exit and Drop can start to remove these pistols. Nice and easy from the AK. See if Nate can get anything. Indeed, he does get one. But the MAC-10 instantly in with responsive. Will keep all the main weapons in play. Indeed, MIBR do find their 3 in a row. And ODDIK will bring back the guns.
Yeah, Ponta was $50 short from being able to invest into a glass cannon AWP. Now, he had a tough game in that opening best of 1 out on Ancient. I remember he was down at sort of 1 kill for the majority of the half. It was only round 12 where he put the incendiary on towards A-main and got a multi-kill that he ended the half on a bit of a positive note. MIBR, though, will be up against 3 at ramp, heavily trying to take again for ODDIK.
Now the engagements don't yield any opening kills just yet for Brendan and co. Brendan actually takes tag damage on his jump face. Meanwhile, the T start walking out mid. Matios is suspecting it, but Safe is way too quick to pull out that headshot. Turtle should get overwhelmed, but does take Insanity with him as a case of a sandwich attack. Exit could drop the bomb, and indeed he does. Turtle somehow maintaining his lifeline. At least Safe has got the bomb and got it back to the plant position, but it's a man advantage for the retake.
Safe can get that planted, but now in the post plant, they're going to have to strike. Now, they've still got a couple of smokes and a molly, so this utility is going to slow it in.
Put them down at Guardian and at the main entrance. Pass that utility back as Safe continues to press the issue. Murder Molotovs, very nicely played, just gets out of the way. Ready to put it down. First Molotov comes in from one T-side player. Second one is Safe, will come in a little bit closer as soon as he starts to hear footsteps. Timer continuing to tick back. That might burn Turtle away. Goes down to Safe. Second player heard. Safe can swing to dodge that contact. Woody brings it back to a 2 versus 2 and 1. But Bren's installed for more than enough time. He'll keep the round held together for MIBR as they connect 4.
And tactically, that's just ODDIK being completely outplayed. Now, unfortunately for them, they don't have a huge amount of utility to use on the retake, so they can't deny anything if those mollies keep coming in. It's just, for MIBR, the walks and just the creation of the opening up of the bomb sites quite consistently for them. They're Safe, got a really good dome out there from Guardian. And for Turtle, he actually did a pretty good job of time stalling. Getting that first kill at Guardian, re-smoking down underneath. Unfortunately, just not getting the assistance of a successful retake.
Back to the half buys for the 3 players that fell. Turtle again on the Nova, had very little chance to put it into impact. The only opportunity he had to use anything with the shotguns was the XM round. MIBR continuing to play this in the same style that's worked for them time and again so far in this half. Careful placements, a couple of opening duel attempts.
It's eerily similar to the opening best of one with the 4-3 scoreline, with MIBR maybe being tested for a moment, but then showing comfortability and just showing a lot of passiveness, some good timings on T-side. You got Safe making noise down there from the bridge. Everybody else, though, holding outside B, holding bottom ramp, just waiting for the response of ODDIK.
Re-smokes come down from the CT defenders. They'll try and keep him at bay.
I'm surprised we're not seeing a gamble stack from ODDIK. We might see one in the mid to late rounds. And just knowing the double M4s and the light upgrades around it, you want to really maximize the punch that it could offer. As Antares nades being lined up from Ponta too early, though.
MIBR walking staggered. Nate's hoping to catch someone off. May have been seeing that gun barrel sticking out there. 30 seconds. MIBR start moving, swing forward. Woody seen in the back lines. Adjustment right there towards the player at right. Insanity and drop. Get those 2 and that 3rd. Rifles removed. Man advantage removed. 4 on 2. 4 to 2. We'll turn to 5 to 2 in a second because ODDIK should be out of this retake.
Individually, we're seeing some really good sharp connections from MIBR. The drop overextending in through the smoke, feeling confident.
Now for Turtle, it's all a case of exits with bonus cash amounts. Only more than 1, though, should be doubtful. Even that much is missed out completely. Brenton catching none of those pellets.
I actually don't know how. Not even 1. That looks pretty close to him, and he's on 100 points of health. Yeah,
I want to check in the demo review, I feel like.
I'm not a fan of the Nova. Get me on the XM, if anything.
Yeah,
For ODDIK, though, it's a position where they need to respond, and I actually do reckon that if they don't win this rifle round, they're just done. 2-5 down, then 2-6, potentially 2-7. It's just too far gone of a conclusion from that point.
Pretty much kind of the same situation we were talking about in the first map up. MIBR storming ahead on their T side. At least Turtle has caught drop-off this time. Advantage taken to the opening duel, but we saw many times over Ancient where MIBR answered back and were able to recover that disadvantage to turn it around their favor anyway. Nice nade from Turtle, though. This round is coming up very good for ODDIK. That's okay to have to deal with the execution coming in very quickly. Smokes down towards Quad. I think completely missed out. Turtle getting faced completely away from kill found to Brenton. Matios deals with Safe. They turn back onto Insanity. The knives are coming out against him and everything. Trying to play around Quad. Low HP for him, though. Bomb in the open. Needs to back up his teammate. Isolates that first player. Oh, the flying spray on the second was so good, but not quite enough to get Matios. Ponta can return back. All the same. Exit can just spray for damage. All the CTs will light up their crossfires and set themselves in for the final pick in their third round.
Well, for Turtle, he's had a very good round there. He's put a lot of damage up with the, obviously, first contact of both the incendiary and that first pick from the stairs, and then just the retreat out from the double stack. The HE was just mass amount of damage. It was pretty awkward as well with some of the timings. I mean, you get caught completely blind. They actually don't see him out from the double stack. So for MIBR, it might be a blip, or maybe there's more competitiveness for ODDIK.
Well, if there is, ODDIK are going to have to start converting soon. Hey, damage done. T-side players making their moves very quickly up the ramp control. Nade set pretty nicely. Even that one was actually less effective than it looked at. 4 players on this defensive, though. ODDIK are ready for MIBR.
Ponta just scoping in and winding up the angle out from Gap. Matios aggressive out towards mini ramp. Oh, struggles. At least the trade is there for Woody.
4 on 4 now. Him and Nate going to start moving in. Incendiary's back into the smoke stuff at 51. Eventually they catch off drop. Advantage taken right back by Insani in from mid. Safe dives out of there. Starts the rotations onto the B bomb site because there is no defensive out here. Woody forced to rotate in from mid. Nate is also going to get caught off guard, but does win that engagement. It stalls the execution, stalls that bomb plumb, because look at the press forward from Exit here. Is he aware of the wraparounds coming in? The CT's looking to make their way down. Ponta and his AWP. Is he ready for safe? Will he check the right positions at the right time? All the timing's everything. They've walked right past each other. Oh, what is this, Dwag?
That 4x3 completely, and Safe finally caught him. Oh no, up against the Orpha. Ponta's actually going to be able to survive for a little bit longer, and Safe might just leave him. HE, AWP is down to 9 points of health.
Less than 30 seconds, going to prioritize that plant. X is going to watch for Nate, who gets the kill in. Safe's on to clutch this once again. Plant down over at default. Sees that player's going to have to check out the headshot position. Is unaware of Nate's exact positioning itself. Spray through, damage done. M4 trying to hold the line. Safe getting close. Then upon their such low HP right here. Swing back finally. Ponta is caught. And Nate goes down in the end. Safe with the most wild clutch I think I've ever seen. As MIBR gets a minimum 6.
It's a wild round to come in from MIBR, but I do look at it from ODDIK. And just when Insani gets that first kill out from sort of the mid walk and out from Guardian and resmokes off to elevators, Woody just swings from elevators wide into mid alone when he actually had a teammate close by him. And fundamentally, some poor decision-making coming through from ODDIK, and it actually does cost them in the end. I know obviously it's quite comical with how that round goes down, but the mid-round and some of the peaks are working out nicely for MIBR.
Once again, ODDIK have started with a man advantage. Ponta and his AWP pick back on Insani. The M4 of Knight going to try and extend it to 2, but he gets tagged up. Safe takes Woody down. The Molotov burns Knight out. There's nothing he can do here.
And Nate just struggles out there from the front side of the tarps towards 5th 1 to work around the util. And Insani has always been in great positions to cut these sort of rotations in from mid. Now, because he's dropped, someone else needs to take that. Turtle out there from danger, does damage, but just gets overwhelmed.
How many times have we seen that low HP on a T-side player, but still winning out the fights? Drop coming in from mid to remove Matios, the last player left. 7 on the board. MIBR have the half. ODDIK. Should rename to awkward. That's their buy state.
Yeah, for the MIBR side, kind of reflecting on the performances we've seen from them so far in ECL, the 13-8 against Sharks, the 13-3. We've now seen a 13-5. They're up 7-3. We could very much see the first few real best-of-1 challenges for them be quite convincing, that it might be a while until we actually see them get tested.
M4 bought in for Woody. UMP out on Turtle and the pistols for everyone else here. Turtle's UMP getting damage onto drop. Again, low HP. Again, a close to a kill, but not a kill. Insani finds the opening.
Yeah, Ponta not even buying down anything because he wants that big green. HE's out to the double stack, do quite a bit of damage. He's actually done an alright response, and Matios is at least recovering with him out from the generators to play on a contact.
Matios caught that first Deagle shot. Drop's going to be a little bit careful because now he is lower. Body shot from that Deagle would be enough. sitting pretty and waiting for a further face of MIBR. They've got it to a 4-on-4. They slow it down once again.
Happy to just go in with the exec. Get the cross smokes down. Flashes over high for Matios. Realistically, he needs 2 here, doesn't he? If they really want to threaten the round, he needs a multi.
Smoke set. The Eagle stands to attention and is mowed down immediately. ODDIK. Gamble stacked, didn't pay off. This round is done.
Save at least the M4 coming to that next round, but naitte and Ponta might try and peer in and see if they can get another kill, recover a rifle if it's possible. MIBR have had some very good dictations with pace. I've been impressed with just the timing and the patience. I mean, they're up against an eco. They know that they're up against not a lot, so you could maybe consider going in a bit quicker, getting the round over and done with. They're quite happy to slow it in, and success is coming off of the back of it. Oh, boost actually. Look at that, triple boost.
Oh. Got the upgrade pistol and the USP. They're going hunting for the M4. They know he's out there in mid. Back spawn check. 4 kill found onto 2 players actually, but no more than that. And damage is irrelevant at this stage for MIBR. They got what they wanted. The last gun out of play for ODDIK. Will still be up for the buy in the last round and a half though. 12 will see potentially a 9-3 or another 8-4. It's very eerily similar to that first map, like you mentioned earlier, Dwight. From beginning to end of the first half, MIBR are on a roll.
Now, ODDIK will just be disappointed that they haven't been able to show more in this head-to-head. And knowing that it went down to overtime only a couple of months ago, they have been slapped around this time. Aggressive approach in from ramp for 3, just to be able to work with the lurk smoke. ODDIK, can this be the opening man advantage they can gain?
Had several rounds with man advantage. Unable to convert with it though, and not even in this round will it be an opening start. Brenton even spraying through on naitte next. Burst fire through the tops. Falls back to the corner.
That's a really good idea of Woody to break that smoke to allow the AWP for a real challenge towards bottom ramp. Unfortunately, it just cost them the opening man advantage. And MIBR have been so happy to once more just give the respective ramp, allow the CTs to burn their util. Woody can get out to that big green, and remember back to Ancient, he did have one really good round with it.
See if he can find another. See if anyone on ODDIK can find another great round. Need to see one to try and stave off the worst case scenario against MIBR. 40 seconds into this last round of the half. Looking to split their way into A. That mid walk from Insanity is starting to get checked by naitte next up. Oh, what a swing, what a shot. Woody now with basically all of it to do. His AWP shot does connect onto one individual. Exit down over at the top. Players making their way in from ramp. Brenton swing and a hit. 2 versus 4.
And Sunny's already in CT spawn. See the first player out there towards the elevators. And if you are Matios, what can you do? Bottom ramp by yourself, 1v4 with the bomb already down. This is a done deal.
Yeah, there's nothing in it. Nothing at all for Matios. Brenton does go down, so that's 1 trade. Anything of worth seems very unlikely. What the? Okay, doesn't matter too much. Droppers dropped him as his teammate drops. As 9-3 half still drops from MIBR. As once again ahead to the CT half after the break. MIBR as stellar as you could ask him to be from map 1 to map 2. 9-3 at the turn of the T side of Vertigo, and it doesn't feel like there's much more faith left in ODDIK from here on out, Blake.
No, there doesn't really. I mean, a pistol victory would be a nice way forward, and I remember Turtle having some good Glock kills out of that first game of Ancient, but 3-9 down. It's been a rough performance. MIBR have got a very heavy stack out to A with 3 individuals and a 4th player that can rotate in quickly from elevators.
3 players at the bottom of ramp of ODDIK, though, including the bomb. MIBR will be standing to attention to try and deal with that player and to deal with the rest of them that come their way. Taps initially from contact of Woody. More attention potentially back. USP fires away and Sani drops the bomb right in the open and a little bit further up ramp as well. So Woody's got to put that smoke down to try and regain presence.
Well, this is very awkward, isn't it? Because even your B players can't do much now. Woody is desperately trying to see if he can find a way forward. Drop does at least fall out to the B side, but this regaining of the bomb is going to be so tough.
Now 2 left standing for ODDIK. Smoke eventually comes down, but Insani knows what to do. There's even a gap to the right-hand side he can try and play off of. Flashbang forward, Turtle and Matios are both seen. They do take that trade back in the aggressive fight, but the CTs realize they are going right back into that B play.
Get out quickly. Matios should at least be able to get the bomb down. The issue is what happens after the bomb goes down.
Yeah, a retake will be so quick from MIBR. They have the kit in on safe. No utility to speak of here for the C2s, but same can be said for ODDIK. Swing forward, USP of Brenzin gets 1 Turtle in a 1-on-3. Just executed in an instant. No mercy shown. Pistol win for MIBR.
Well, for ODDIK, they have to force buy. There's just no other way. Bomb plant, couple of casualties to drop. You need to get the investment forward. You've got to give yourself a lifeline. For MIBR, though, it proved that once that bomb got dropped out from ramp, they can just sit on it. They can literally just have the crossfire, and if eventually it does get regrouped, you just instantly come into B. They do not give them any time and any respect to get set up in that post plant.
ODDIK can be thankful just to recover that bomb that they started that smoke. But if you've used as part of the default, then you got no chance. And even then it didn't work. Bomb plant bonus at least enables the rifles to come in for 4 players, but you just need some, first of all, victories. So you need to get this round to be victorious, else MIBR will be taking map point. ODDIK should be well aware of that much. Slow walk, utility being sent down by the T side. Brenzin exploits the gap, finds himself a second as well, directly blind through the smoke. 5-on-3 already.
They use that vision in through the tops to spot out the first player and execute damage. Exit even out to the sandbag. They've got 1 molly, but they're prioritizing the walk forward and gap.
Brenzin, jump face, scene contact. Incendiary's back, Safe gets his pick. SMG, burst Safe continues to extend out for the fight. The double up, Brenzin catches the last. Triple in for him. What a round for him and what a hold for MIBR. Not even a single casualty taken. That has been just a cap off the confidence that they've had so far.
And for both teams to be at the Americas RMR, for MIBR to not go as far as ODDIK, maybe it does just show of the depending on the draw and who really had to play who to be able to get into that position. Because right here online in the best of ones, it has not been much of a challenge whatsoever. MIBR are comfortably looking to win both of these best of ones tonight.
Bound to do just that. Exit, Brenzin kills easy. Nate does get at least 1 pick back. Doesn't go much further than that. Pistols, the Glocks, trying to extend out, trying to catch some contacts off guard. Stanley might be the next player to drop, actually, this AK. Yep, 2 taps to the take 9 for Woody. Well placed. But where does it go from here?
They've still got to try and regain that bomb that's to the bottom of the ramp, and Ponta has got to be wary in case any of those B players got aggressive down from the bottom of the stairs. Out from Guardian, it's being held. Damn, Woody gets so low now with that AK.
Dished out so much damage as well. Imagine if he gets the kill on safe, how much it could have meant to them. Ponta drops to the SMG. Suddenly Woody's got it all to do. Well known about. Also should be aware of the fact that he's tagged up extremely low. Bomb in controller drop. And backstabs closing in ever so slowly from Brenzin. Woody shouldn't last much longer here, and indeed he doesn't. Match point for MIBR for their 2nd time today. It feels like that it will be for the last time today.
Just knowing that Woody was a part of MIBR for nearly a year, that Turtle was a part of nearly 2 years of the same team, that they played with Exit and Insani and Brenton, you're hoping for more. You're hoping that it's going to be a bit of a contest tonight, but not to be. MIBR, Jay, it could very well be a while until they take a loss in this regular season after what I've seen from them.
Kind of makes you feel a bit of a shame that they took those 6 losses, because this definitely feels like the kind of team that has the confidence to go quite far up in terms of the ladder standings. Already safest court, Ponta, seeing the second player as well ahead of the sandbags. Incendiaries and nades down. Nate could get caught, tagged up and taken aback for it. Brenton's going to wait. Most come out. The one towards top should clear away in a moment's time. Chance to swing and get Woody next to his spamming his way forward for a wallbang kill, or there's damage being done. Brenton's waiting. Turtle caught by drop elsewhere. Swing back, 2 to line up, 1 to go down. Second player's not that far from the grave, and Matthios is all that remains. Versus 5, not even against drop. 13-3 MIBR, dominant in both map-ups. Wonderful stuff.
I am lost to words to an extent. I mean, for ODDIK, they won Pistol, they won anti-eco, and then they won a single more round, and that was it. Just feels really flat as a performance from them today. At least Ancient was more competitive. I know it's only 5 rounds and got gained in that one. Just the rounds felt as if there was a little bit more life, that there was a bit...